If you ever feel discouraged with cross stitch and you see a big project and you think, well, I am never going to get this done because look at this, and you have another page full of the rest of it, well, don't be discouraged, because I'm going to show you how 30 minutes a day can make a big progress. So as you know, I have gotten a lot done, and just by putting 30 minutes, sometimes an hour a day into it, I have gotten a lot accomplished. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to finish up this section and maybe start on some more. I have been parking some of the threads because I'm trying to do one section at a time, or a couple of blocks here at a time. So I'm going to show you how much progress I can get done in 30 minutes. So what I'm going to do is set the timer and memorize this, and we'll see how far I get in 30 minutes. So I will be right back. Okay, so here we are 30 minutes later, and I have to admit I went through a whole bunch of obstacles. It may not look like much, but I don't know if you can tell, but all of this, I got all of this done, and all in here, and I finished all this dark in here, and I finished his little face, and I did all this in here. So it may not look like much, but I went through a lot of obstacles. I went through 7 color changes. For instance, this right here, that's just one stitch. I had to start it and stop it, and I had no place to park it because this, it's a symbol H, it's nowhere close in this vicinity, so I had to start and stop it in just one stitch. And a lot of these I just had 1 or 2 stitches at a time to do, so I had a lot of start and stopping, a lot of knots that I had to pull out. But look how much I accomplished in just 30 minutes. So what I'm saying is I don't want you to be discouraged. As you can see, even just getting this much section done right here, actually all of this, and just having this little part to go right here, but just having this much section, if you did that every day, think of all these little sections you could get done in 30 minutes at a time. I usually get about, if there's not a whole bunch of color changes, I can do about 2 blocks in 30 minutes, 2 10 by 10 squares, square blocks. So if you get all of that done, now you can see why it's definitely possible to get this stocking made by Christmas. So there we go. So I'm about almost halfway there. So the stocking ends here, so I have about this much to do, and then it comes around to the foot. So I'm almost halfway there, as you can see. So see, I'm almost halfway there. So pretty close to it. So, and this is just by doing 30 minutes a day. Some days I'll do 15 minutes, some days I'll do an hour, but on the average, it's about, like I said, 30 minutes. So don't be discouraged. You can do it. I know projects are big. This is very little compared to a lot of those floss tubers out there who do a lot of big cross-stitch projects. But I wanted to show you that this is something I want to do by Christmas, and it's very doable. Just be patient, and definitely be patient when you run into a lot of knots and things like that. And again, I am doing this the old-fashioned way with the book of instructions. So there's apps out there that can help you get it done faster, crossing off stuff like this. I like to do the old-fashioned counting all the way. That's how I learned, that's how I do it. And that's a lot to do it the old-fashioned way. That's a lot of progress. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next thread.